Hi, so yeah, I'm back. This isn't a part two to the Return of the King video because we didn't end up finishing that. We might do it, but no promises. But anyway, basically, so yeah, this story, like, for a long time I felt I was out of stories now. Like, I just thought, like, I was just completely run out of stories, nothing interesting to say that I could make into an 11-minute video. But then I remembered this absolute banger of a story. I heard something on Luna that was something similar to this, which is kind of what, like, it made me remember. So yeah, shout out to Luna, even though he has more subscribers than me. But anyway, yeah, let's get into the story. So it was a pretty normal day, as always, you know, just chilling. This is how Luna starts his videos. That was why I said that. But I don't remember much details. This happened when I was 6 years old. But yeah, although I don't remember that much. But so I got to school. I was there with my friend at the time, who I had about one friend at the time. His name. Well, I don't have permission to say his real name, so I'll just call him Mark. So me and Mark are, you know, playing, and Mark is one of those friends where he's friends with the nerdy kids and the really popular ones. And I was one of the nerdy kids. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I was 7, I was 6 or 7, about that. I was kind of a weirdo. But yeah. So he was friends with me, which I was very happy about. Now one time I was following him around because he was basically one of my only friends at the time, and he said to me, I'm gonna go play with these group of people now, which were the ones that were, like, I guess you'd call them the popular ones, even though we were 6. But yeah. So he said, I'm gonna go hang out with these guys. Bye. And I said bye because I was figured, even though, like, he was my only friend, like, I could find something else to do, because of course I can, you know, it's me, it's Jacob, it's King Charisma, bro. But anyway, Mark goes off to play with those guys, and I'm just there, lonely, trying to find someone else to play with. Eventually, I don't end up finding someone. So I ask one of the, I go back to, like, with Mark, where Mark is, and, like, his friend group of annoying people, and, I run up to one of them. I go up to one of them. I think they were playing. Maybe this is I don't remember the exact reason why they got so triggered about this. But I think maybe I caused one of them to get tagged. But I don't think it was that. But anyway, I just walked up to one of the kids. Most of these kids were older than me. The youngest one was still, like, actually a day older than me, exactly. Which is kind of a coincidence. I still know him now. He's one of my friends. But I ran up to another one. He was not way older than me, but, like, he was born at the start of the year. I was born, like, halfway through. So I walk up to him. I said, "Hi, can I play with you?" Because in our school, the way it works is the older you are, the more authority you have. And he was the oldest one there, so so obviously I'd ask him to play, because if someone else said yes, then that wouldn't really signify it. It was kind of like a gang war thing, I guess. But yeah, I asked this kid if I could play with him, and he said no, because well, why would he let me play with him? Let's think about it. I'm just a normal kid, not that bad, not very annoying, not very rude. So yeah, not many good reasons for him to, you know, let me play with him. There's a lot of red flags in that explanation of young me, but so I just accept it, because like, our playtime was gonna end soon anyway, so I just, like, walked off. Maybe I caused the kid to get tagged or something, I'm not sure, but, like, a couple minutes later, right before playtime ended, I was just standing by a wall, chilling, doing that thing that everyone thought was cool when you were 7, where you just leaned against a wall, like, hoping some kid would walk up to me and be like, "Hey, do you want to play? Because you're super cool," which didn't end up happening, because of course it didn't. And then one of them, that kid that I asked before, walked up to me with all of his friends. There were 7 of them. I remember exactly. So all 7 of them walked up to me. I was like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna let me play," and they all looked really angry. And I was like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna let me play." because my mind didn't notice any red flags in this entire situation, but like, so they walked up to me. I was like, hey, are you gonna let me play with you? And they were like, no. And I was like, oh, then why are you here? And then one of them just like punched me. He wasn't the oldest one. He was like one of the youngest like ones. He wasn't the one that was a day older than me, but he was the second youngest. So he just punched me for absolutely no reason. No one told him to. But when he did that, everybody else just started like just swinging on me. And the funniest part about it was it didn't hurt at all. I didn't feel a single thing after. Like, it wasn't because I was rushing with adrenaline, because I was scared for a minute, but that was just because I flinched at the punch. After that, I didn't feel anything. They were just punching me, and like their little 7-year-old punches did nothing. And I thought I was a superhero at that moment, but I just let them carry on hitting me. Like, I didn't try and hit them back or anything. I just let them carry on hitting me because I was an idiot. But it didn't hurt. I guess I was doing it to like assert dominance. But then some like teacher came up to like, it was a specific type of teacher. I don't remember exactly because this was a long time ago. But she was like a really nice teacher. Like, sometimes it'd be one of those teachers that like drags you out of lessons to say like hi and like give you extra support basically for those that are struggling. Not like mentally struggling, but like just like in like a certain class you don't understand something, which I wasn't very good at maths at the time. No, maths. Wait, no, it wasn't maths. I wasn't very good at science at the time, which was basically just still maths at the time because we couldn't do any practicals. But yeah, I was pretty bad at science, and basically it was my handwriting, which was the main problem. But we wrote more in science than we did in maths, not maths. We wrote more in science than we did in English, which is kind of stupid. But yeah, I saw this teacher walking up to this crowd of people. They're still hitting me. It's been about, if I had to guess, it was about 30 seconds of them just hitting me, and me just not feeling anything. And this teacher came over, and then like, all of the kids started, like, one of the kids saw her. No, I pointed at her, and the kids were like, oh no, we gotta run. And for some reason one of the kids was like, guys, we gotta run. And all of them were like, no, it's fine. But I ended up, like, pushing through the crowd of kids. Like, oh my god. I feel like I sound like I'm trying to make myself sound cocky here, but I promise I'm not. This is actually what happened. There were just like 7 kids in front of me, just all grouped up, like trying to hit me, and I just straight up just swam through them. I got out of them. I'm pretty sure none of them even noticed that I'd left because like they were all had their eyes closed, just throwing haymakers, man, and none of them hit me because of course they didn't. I was dodging all of them like Neo from the Matrix. But then eventually, I got to this teacher lady thing, and all the kids ran away because at that point they'd noticed that I wasn't there. And the teacher, instead of going to get, like, I love this teacher, but she made the dumbest decision she could have had. Instead of going to get those kids, she was like, Jacob, she was like, Jacob, are you okay? Which, understandable. I'm glad she asked that. I said, yeah. I didn't I said that it didn't really hurt that much, so I just let him carry on punching me. And instead of going to get the kids, she just, like, said, why would you do that? And then I didn't get in trouble, but, like, she stood there giving me, like, a 10-minute rant on why I shouldn't let kids do that to me. Which, yeah, like, thanks to that teacher for saying that. But she didn't need to, she could have told me that at any other time. But not the time where there are like 7 kids, like slow-ass kids, running away from the spot that I was at. Me just being like, kind of having the crap beat out of me, but not really. Like, I'm just saying like to add exaggeration to the story. But yeah, instead of going to get those kids, she just like stood there with me, giving me some kind of like short lecture on why I shouldn't let kids like bully me and why I should tell a teacher. Because she saw how easily I escaped through that crowd of kids, so she was just like, Jacob, I'm gonna be real with you. I know she didn't say that obviously, but like, I know you could have got out from that group of kids because I just saw you do it. Why didn't you just do that before? And I was like, because it didn't really hurt. And then she was like, and why did you do it when I got here? And I remember this so vividly. And I said, because I didn't want those kids to get in trouble. Which, oh, I hate young me, like younger me. I'm still young, thank God. But yeah, after that, I got in trouble because of course I did. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I get in trouble for like having a bunch of kids try and beat the crap out of me because I wanted to play tag with them? But yeah, I got dragged out. Those kids did end up getting punished, but like it took about a week for me to remember because I clearly got amnesia for all those strong punches they were hitting me in the head with. So it took me like a week to remember everyone that was there. But I did end up remembering 7 people. I think those were all of them because I don't remember seeing anyone else there. But yeah, they ended up getting in trouble. Thank God. They deserve to be in trouble for like being off a kid for no reason, even though they were kids as well. But yeah, I got almost in trouble too. They got in a lot of trouble. Not like I think the most they could really do at that point though was just like phone their parents and be like, hey, tell your kid to stop it. But yeah, moral of the story is don't beat up kids for some random reason, and know your place in the school hierarchy. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. It was fun to make another storytime video. This will probably be my last one for a while because I don't really have that much stories, but if I do remember another one, I will probably make another storytime on it. Stay safe, stay awesome, stay poggers, stay subscribed. Peace out, have a good day, evening, night, whatever it is where you are. With all that out of the way, let's get to the outro.